You don't need boundaries to protect you from other people. You need boundaries to protect you from yourself. My name is Jo from Love Shift Academy, and I'm the host of the Dare to Love Club, where I show people how to break free from negative relationship patterns. And today I want to talk to you about the importance of boundaries, especially for people who have been caught up in that unavailable, overly available pattern where there's a desperate need for love, acceptance, and approval. You don't need boundaries to protect you from others, because bad people, they don't care about your boundaries. You're not going to tell a sociopath or a psychopath, like, my answer is no, you can't kill me today. Sociopaths and psychopaths are going to do what they want if they can. If you're in a relationship with a sociopath, you want to get out that relationship. There's no negotiating with someone who's a bad person. Your average good person, they will respect your boundaries when your boundaries are clear. And you need to protect yourself with boundaries. And here's why, is that people who are looking for that love and approval tend to lose themselves in relationships. They compromise their values in order to be seen, to please others. They cancel their plans because they're afraid that if they're not available at every moment, then they're going to lose out on the opportunity for closeness. They don't trust that a relationship will unfold and that there's plenty of time. They say yes instead of saying no. So they give and they give and they give. And then they get mad at the people they're giving to. And often they act out towards those people, blaming them and hurting them and accusing them of taking advantage, when in fact they were the ones saying yes, freely saying yes. And in the moment, it might even have felt good to say yes. And we only get mad when people don't seem appreciative and grateful and don't thank us and don't see us. When we don't know how to put in boundaries, we don't know when the time comes that now it's time to start saying no. Yes, yesterday it was okay, but today it's not okay. And then the last thing we do, which is linked to the saying yes, is we give resources that we don't have to give. We give energy resources, physical resources, emotional resources, and make ourselves sick in the process. So those are the 4 of the things that we do, is that we give up on our values. We say yes when we want to say no. We cancel our plans at a moment's notice to be available. And we give resources that we don't have to give. So boundaries are a roadmap. They tell us what we're going to say, what we will do and what we won't do. So that when we find ourselves getting lost in a relationship, we have this roadmap to say, okay, but I won't cross over. That's a red flag. If I find myself doing things, then I know that I'm losing all sense of boundaries, and I need to come back to myself and start to define myself and who I am in this relationship. And it's when you implement healthy boundaries that you can respect yourself. And if you can't respect yourself, nobody's going to respect you. So boundaries are for you. They're not for anybody else. And you're going to feel differently about yourself the more you implement boundaries. And that is what we're going to be speaking about today, is the pattern that takes place where one person has no boundaries on the one hand, and the other person is so rigid with their boundaries that it becomes their way or the highway. So if that's of interest to you, hang out with me this week. And next week, I'm opening up the Dare to Love membership, where we deep dive into all the different patterns that there are to help you break free of them. And I